Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Abby. Since TikTok has kind of failed on me because I decided to delete the app for more storage and now I can't re-download it, I thought, why not start a YouTube channel? So I wanted to start off strong with a series called Tales from Middle School. So I want to start with one of the weirder stories from my middle school days. So to start off, I want to preface this by saying I was homeschooled, so that should explain a lot. I was Christian homeschooled. We had a private Christian curriculum. I have 5 siblings also. That's kind of where we're at. So in middle school, I had a crush. Actually, this started in 5th grade. I had a crush on this boy, and we're gonna call him Josh because it's close-ish to what his name was. So I had never really liked him initially. We had talked a lot and I kind of thought he was a little girly. So we got along pretty well. One night my mom said, "You know, Abby, I think Josh likes you." And I was like, it was suddenly as if a switch had been flipped and I was now in love with this boy. So had she never said that, I probably would have never had a crush on him ever. Just the idea of it made me instantly be like, oh my God, I need him. So I started to like him. So our conversation started to become awkward because I could no longer be normal. So I was getting discouraged because we weren't talking as much. And also at this point, I was 6th grade, didn't have a phone. I had a Kindle Fire. He had a phone, but I didn't have a phone number yet because I hadn't downloaded my texting app yet. Eventually, I did download a texting app and I asked for his number and he was like, "Oh, I don't really text people." I should have taken that as my hint to fuck off, but I did not, and instead I badgered my friends to get his email. Okay, so I would see him at youth group and I would get really, really awkward, but I would place myself wherever he was. Like I would not say really anything to him. I would just be right near him at all times. And I guess that was fine until I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start emailing him every day. So I did. I started with a simple, "Hi, this is Abby Griffith from youth group or from church. How are you, blah, blah, blah." I didn't tell him how I got his email. I just started emailing him. And he would respond. He would be really nice. But I was nonstop emailing him. I was emailing him like 3 times a day. And he would like be nice in person, be like, "Hey Abby," I think that he thought that I was special, like I had a mental problem or something, and I probably did. Like honestly, that can't be normal, but like, "Hey Abby," and I'd be like, "Hi." So then eventually there was a fall retreat. I was like, this is my opportunity to make this boy fall in love with me. So we go on this fall retreat and I literally stalked him to the T. I will tell you what, any activity that he was doing, I was there. I got up at 5 a.m. to go on a sunrise hike, which I didn't fucking want to do, just so I could watch him walk. Oh my God, my phone was flabbergasted by that. So flabbergasted it fell down. I would watch him. I placed myself behind him on the hike so that I could watch him walking. Anyways, I forced my friends also to do anything that he was doing with me. So stalked him. And then one time I was sitting in this pavilion and he came down on his own accord to come read. We were doing little devotionals and he came down and read with me. And I was so happy and so excited that he was sitting down there with me that I couldn't read. And so I was just looking at the front page. I hadn't even opened the book. I was looking at the front cover of the little pamphlet thing for like 30 minutes. And he finally looks at me. He's like, have you just been staring at the front of the book this whole time? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, oh. And he was like, did you know that there are spiders right above your head? And my soul left my body for a second, but I was like, oh, I like spiders. Which I do like spiders, but not when I don't know that they're right above me. I actually have a spider on my nose ring. But yeah, so I tried to act nonchalant about that. But I was actually internally freaking out. Then I emailed him the second we got home from that retreat. I emailed him and I was like, hey, can I get your number? And he was like, sure. And he gave me his number. I texted that boy every single day, multiple times a day, like probably like once an hour, to be honest. And he would respond, like, but when he didn't respond, I would absolutely spiral, like losing my ever-loving mind. So then I find out that Mr. Josh, I don't know if I've accidentally said his actual name yet, but Mr. Josh is moving very far away. I lost my mind. So I texted him, was like, are you moving? Is this true? And he was like, yeah, like we're moving soon. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it's been so nice knowing you. And I was like, oh my God, like, can I see you one last time before you move? Then I told my mother that we were dating. Hold on, my sister is talking out there. I told my mother that we were dating. What the fuck is wrong with me? I told her because I panicked. She was like, why are you so upset? And I was like, my boyfriend is moving. And she was like, what? And I was like, yeah, we're dating. Did you not know? And she was like, what? So I lied about that. And so pretty much me and my fake boyfriend would text, and then one day I texted him something and he didn't respond. It was something so random, like unnecessary, and he didn't respond within like 2-3 hours. So I texted him. I was like, oh my God, did you block me? Oh my God, please don't tell me you blocked me. These are all separate messages. Please don't tell me you blocked me. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. What did I do? Please don't block me. Like, I'm sorry, I'm so weird. Like, I really like you and whatever, and please don't block me. I'm so sad that you're moving. I really like you. I really, really like you. I'm so sorry. Please don't block me. Like, stuff like that. It was like probably 20 separate messages, like stacked on top of each other. And finally, like 3 days later, he responded. He was like, oh, sorry. Like, I was busy this weekend. And I was like, oh, you're good. And he was like, I don't really feel the same about you. And I was like, no, you're good. Let's just be friends. I was heartbroken. Then he moved and I instantly forgot about him. So that was my little stalker story time about how I was obsessed middle schooler. There are definitely a lot more crazy, well, that wasn't really that crazy, but there are definitely a lot more embarrassing stories from middle school, and if you're interested in hearing more, let me know. And if you don't let me know, I'm still going to post more because I'm really bored. So